We exhale. And then once you've gotten to 5, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move into sun southeast. We're going to do 3 of those. So, keeping our toes wide, shoulders distance apart, gentlemen, hips distance, unless you want to do the Ashtanga way, which is all the way together. It doesn't work for my body, it doesn't work for a lot of people, so I recommend shoulders. Alright, toes wide, and then inhaling, we're going to squat down, pushing out with the tailbone and lifting up through the top. Keep those toes wide. You can engage the pelvic muscles, the Mula Bandha. For balance here, pushing through the big toes. Really sticking that yoga booty out. Finding one point of concentration. With the next exhale, up and down, keeping the shoulders back. Bring the chin to the chest. And inhaling, toes still wide. Halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana, keeping the shoulders back. Lifting the chin to the chest. This time, exhaling, stepping back into plank. Lowering down into our Chaturanga Dandasana. You can drop into Cobra or up dog, whichever one your body is telling you to. And after that, exhaling back, keep the chin to the chest, just looking at the belly button. From here, we're going to inhale, lifting the right leg, keeping the hips even, toes wide. With socks, you almost always wear socks.
I know.
Toes wide, and we're going to breathe here for a moment. You can keep that chin to the chest, being mindful not to lock the knee on the back leg, pushing down to the ankle. Then with the next inhale, pulling those shoulders back, we're going to pull that right leg forward. Coming right in between the legs. Keeping the toes wide, fighting the Chaturanga, bringing the hips even. Forward, facing forward. And pull up. Pull the right leg at a 90 degree angle. And inhale, shoulders back. Slipping those arms up into warrior one. Pushing that heel down to the ground. Lifting up through the chest. Push right through here. Where I would say the finger pads, where the fingers meet the palm of the hand. A lot of the balance is very similar. With the change your footing. So we're going to push this leg facing forward. And then drop that. There we go. Okay. Well, we won't be going through that. belly into the spine, pushing down through the heel, lifting up through that tailbone, pulling those shoulder blades together. For this time, we're going to inhale, lifting that left leg, keeping those shoulders even, and back, and those hips even as well. Exhaling, bringing that left leg through to the front of the mat. Nice solid footing into our warrior one. We're going to sweep the arms up, keeping the hips center. There we go. It's almost like a lunge, but with the heel on the ground. Pushing through the toes. You can engage the glutes, move on up, and sweep those arms up. Inhale. Keeping the gaze. Take a few breaths here. Really stretch in to the knee, to where you are today, but not quite pushing the limit. We spent the first half of the class meditating on there being no goal or ending, just that is. Keeping those hips even and those toes wide, and then just pulling it over to the left side, glancing over the right shoulder, pushing through the big toe, down to the ankle, heel. Pulling those shoulders back. Dropping those hips back to the center position. And then with your next exhale, coming into plank, lowering down into our chaturanga dandasana. Going up into cobra elbow. If you've been doing one, perhaps switch to the other. Sit in down, pushing through the heels, keeping the feet at our hips distance apart. Pushing through where the fingers meet the palm of the hand. And lifting through the tailbone. If someone has a string in the butt crack. Keeping that chin to the chest. And still bringing that belly into the spine. We're going to come down into the shot. And I really thought I could have done the same thing. This is a great place. See where your mind goes, and then just let it go with the next breath. That hot breath, like you're fogging the mirror. Closing the esophagus just enough. Swirl the air out of the back of the And this is Inhaling. You're gonna come up to the table. Exhaling. Bring the tops of the feet, resting them on the mat and pulling the spine up. Into the mat. Inhaling, tucking those toes. Lifting that tailbone, that chest. And exhaling back in the cat. We can make these really dramatic, long breaths. And then after our next count, we're just going to go ahead and exhale. Right back into down dog. Pulling those shoulders back. Pushing down through the ankles. The heel of the foot and lifting up through the tailbone. Then we're just going to hop, walk, jump to the front of the mat. And making our way into a nice forward fold. Keeping that chin into the chest and the shoulders back. Lifting up through that tailbone. And pushing through the big toe. Engaging the Mula Bandha, the Pada Bandha. And still bringing that belly button. As you exhale to the spine, shoulders back, relaxing the rib cage, and letting the top of the neck feel heavy. Sometimes you feel like you're going to fall forward, pushing through the big toe. As enough balance so that you're not going to, but trusting yourself there when it feels like you will. With the next inhale, we're going to pull those shoulders back, that chest up, that tailbone up. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway the gaze to the horizon. And controlled sigh. Bringing that belly button to the spine. And breathing everything out. Controlled sigh one more time. Really letting go of the energy. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Shoulders back, push through the toes. Be mindful not to lock the knees. And exhale, controlled sigh, that hot breath. Chin to the chest. And then we're just going to place the hands on the mat. Really sinking down, breathing towards our hands. And then we're going to go into Padasana, I believe it's called. With the hands right on the feet or on the toes. Well, this is really great because it combines Ardha Uttanasana and Uttanasana. Pull back through those shoulders. Up through that tailbone. Still focus on your breathing. Rock forward. Engage the Mula Bandha balance. Keep that chin to the chest. And as you pull those shoulders back to the next exhale, bringing that belly button spine, imagine your ribs relaxing and the top of your neck falling heavy. We're going to inhale, real Ardha Uttanasana. Lifting through the tailbone, the chest, shoulders back. And exhale, control the side. Here we're just going to inhale. Coming back in the chair. lifting that tailbone, that chest, shoulders back, and squatting all the way down. Inhaling into boat pose, pulling those shoulders back, keeping those toes wide, pulling them towards you. Really engage the Uddiyana Bandha, the abdominals here. You can let go of the legs if you like. Hold the hands to the side. Engage the Mula Bandha. You can lift the corners of the mouth. Release all that tension. Everyone always says, oh, what if it's just my face? Using those muscles actually does help release what you would think would be shoulder tension. Most of the time it's hip tension. So, then inhaling. We're going to pull those feet right together into our 8-angle bind pose. Touching the feet, the soles of the feet, we're going to just go ahead and cup them, pushing down with the pinky toes, the knees, the sit bones. And then pulling up, micro bend in the arms, using those muscles in the forearms, the biceps, and then pushing against the muscles in your arms with the muscles in your feet and your legs. And then pull that chest out and lean back with the chin. Start with the feet and the hands again. Still breathing and bringing that belly button to the spine. Pushing down with those toes, those knees. Micro bend in the arms, engaging the abdominals, the forearms, the biceps. Dropping those shoulders back and lifting that chest. Those elbows close into the sides. Don't forget to breathe. And with the next inhale, we're going to pull right up into boat. Pushing those heels out, engaging the glutes, the Mula Bandha, the abdominal muscles. Pulling those shoulders back. And that chest up. Keeping those sit bones even. It's not about how far you're up, but rather for try to keep those feet pointed, parallel to each other. Pulling those toes wide and back. And exhaling back into our next 8-angle bind. Pulling the chest, dropping the shoulders. Pushing down with those feet. Mindful not to lock the knees again. Back towards you. Sit bones even. We're going to tuck that tailbone and then lift from the muscles right at the top of the glutes, dropping the hands by the sides. And again, pulling the shoulders back and lifting that chest. Find one solid point of drishti focus in front of you. focus on your breathing. By the time you've gotten from your toes being wide and back, all the way up to your chin, straight ahead, and pulling that belly button, the spine as you exhale. It's time to go through the whole body again. It's one of the hardest for me personally to sit in. Because I like to move around a lot. So lately it's been one of my least favorites, which I have learned always, in my case, turn out to be your favorites. Still breathing here, pulling the shoulders back. Hot breath as you exhale. And we're going to find a nice oh, sorry. That was me. You guys are still supposed to be established. Is it, because you're going to get interesting. I don't have to work with. Well, I know, but there are ways to balance around. We're going to, well, then I better figure it out, right? Inhaling this time, we're going to keep the shoulders back, that chest up, sweeping those arms up. Pulling those toes back, that chest up. We're going to drop them in a slight back bend. And inhale up, reaching. And exhale. Folding forward. Bringing that chin to the chest. Remembering to breathe. Pulling those toes back towards you, pushing all of the yoga laces out from the ankles. Letting the top of the head fall heavy as you pull those shoulders back and let that rib cage relax and pull the belly into the spine. Right here, just a breath. Bringing that chin, doing the last thing with us. And inhale, lifting those shoulders up. And exhale, dropping them down. Use that rhythm with the breath here. If you'd like to reverse the direction of the shoulders. Still keeping that breathing really intentional. Every single out breath is bringing the belly into the spine. Keeping those toes wide. And lifting up through that chest. Dropping those shoulders back. We're going to come to center here. We're just going to roll the head, inhaling. And exhale. Letting it fall. Inhaling, bringing it up. And exhaling, letting it fall. Find that rhythm with your breath here. And here I really want you to focus is move your head on bringing that belly button to the spine as you exhale. the shoulders back. Letting gravity pull. And work like this.